I'm Gabe Decia, discussing the issue of plagiarism in online courses. We have all faced a case of plagiarism at least once, but most likely many times, particularly towards the end of the semester. All institutions have provisions in their code of conduct to address such cases of plagiarism, giving instructors a fair amount of leeway on how to deal with cases of academic dishonesty. So long as instructors act fairly and treat all similar cases equally, an ethical approach to plagiarism is almost guaranteed. Many think that the online medium is the perfect arena for this type of offense since no one's watching. However, apparently plagiarism is not any more or less severe in online courses than it is in their face-to-face counterparts, according to Pratt and Paloff, authors of Building Online Learning Communities. But one thing is clear: the sit-down proctor test is not quite suitable for the online environment, regardless of its benefit or lack thereof for student learning. I wish I had a definite answer. I do not. From here on, I present three suggestions for designing assignments that are less likely to be plagiarized. These suggestions are also discussion points, for I do not claim that they are infallible or even the best option. I use the term assessment for all methods that test the student's knowledge and proficiency in the subject matter. My first claim is that students are less likely to plagiarize if they find the assessment is unique and it involves the student as an active learner. While we can't cater to all students' interests at the same time, designing assessments that test knowledge, critical thinking, and application of knowledge and skills is likely to engage the students in honest production of material. For example, for a Comp 1 paper, having students choose a group to which they don't belong and write an ethnography based on personal observations, interviews they conducted, and secondary research they have done will minimize the chance of intentional plagiarism. Full drafts, such as a topic proposal, a progress report, an outline, and a first draft, the writing process can be easily tracked. If a student were to buy an ethnography essay, she would still have to write all those partial drafts, without which the final draft would not receive a grade. And that would be more onerous than conducting the research herself. Besides, the instructor would be able to detect anything fishy in the process if the student engaged in academic dishonesty. My second suggestion is that students are less likely to plagiarize if the assessments are relevant to their interests and their lives. For example, in a technical writing course, if the students draft technical documents related to their major or to an area of personal interest, they are more likely to invest themselves in the project and create authentic text. While I have seen occasional cases of plagiarism in technical writing, it has come from students who did not select their own topic or were uninterested in learning. Most of the students engage in critical thinking as they contemplate various formats for their documents, take their own pictures, and design the layout of the technical documents. When they give the oral presentation at the end of the course, their own authentic creation is palpably theirs, and so is their pride in it. My third suggestion is to engage students in collaboration so that they are accountable to their peers as well as to the instructor. Collaborative learning can take many forms. from group work to individual production with peer feedback throughout the production process. As the students work with peers throughout the production of a learning document, be it a presentation, research project, or musical composition, they report to their peers what they have done, express their difficulties, and ask for suggestions. And eventually, they share their first draft for feedback. They are relaying their own work to their classmates, thereby making themselves accountable for the authenticity of the material. To conclude this short teach back instructional tool, I will offer two suggestions that I plan to implement in my spring courses. Number one is to create an instructional learning tool defining plagiarism and explaining how to avoid it. Couple that with a discussion of case scenarios so that the students are fully aware of what plagiarism is, how to detect it, and how to prevent it. And secondly, as explained earlier in this video, create unique and relevant assessment tools that appeal to multiple intelligences and engage the students in collaboration with your peers. Thank you for your attention and for following this video. And here is the reference of the source that I cited during my presentation.